It's Chris with Beer and Gear. Today we're going to learn the most important survival skill yet, how to build a fire. A fire is a critical survival tool. You can use it for warmth, you can use it for cooking, you can even use it to keep the bugs away. There's a lot of things you need to do before you actually light it in order to have a successful fire. So what I challenge you with is to get all your materials ready before you end up actually starting your fire. Now, you're going to need some sort of tinder if you can find it. So you can use birch bark, and you can tell birch bark by the white outside, the paper birch. This is great fire starter. It'll take up really quickly, last for a while, and be able to light some of the larger twigs that you find. If you can't find that, you can use cedar bark and rub it together to make it fibrous, or even like dry leaves or dry twigs that you find would be enough, right? But I found some birch bark where I am, so I'll be able to use that. Next, you should have a set of twigs, like really small twigs that you find from brush that you're able to use to start to get on fire once you have your birch bark lit. After that, you're gonna have some larger sticks that you're gonna be able to add, and also collect that big brush pile. So you're gonna keep adding wood to it as you continue. Take your birch bark, you're gonna take it into small strips and use that for the foundation of your fire. Once you have the small strips in, you'll reach into your twig pile and you'll put the twigs on top. Try to leave enough space so that you have airflow through your twig pile so that there's enough air to light the fire. Begin. Don't even add any of the big stuff on yet. You want to have a nice hot fire which you're going to feed with all those small twigs that you've collected before you even add the big stuff. All right, now light some of the birch bark. And it should go up nice and fast, and that birch bark is amazing. It's going to burn for a long time, and it's going to allow the bigger twigs that you've collected to catch fire. Once your fire is nice and hot, you can start to add the larger pieces. When you add your larger pieces, make sure you do it in such a way that you create either a teepee or some sort of surface that has a lot of airflow around it. So if you follow some of these tips, you should have a fire going in no time. Go out there, enjoy your fire, and happy camping. So what I've heard is that you can actually take birch bark that you found in the wilderness, and if it's been raining for a long time and it's super wet, it'll still light on fire. So I'm going to create a little experiment where I take birch bark that I found, I'm going to put it in water for about a minute, and at that point I'm going to take it out and see if we can light it on fire. And look at that. It looks like even with submerged in water, it's got enough oil and resin that it'll actually light on fire. That's amazing.